Hello everybody, it is Badger Wild and we are back with a Space Engineers ship review video. This time I am reviewing another ship from Grexion because this one ended up in the front page of the Steam Workshop for Space Engineers. And it's the ESDF Visby class Corvette FB3. I've already given this thing a like because it is a pretty cool little, tiny, little bitty, but heavily armed Corvette that you can, I believe you can also take this thing down to the planet. It is a very cool ship. Like I said, made by Grexion, requires Decorative Blocks 2, Decorative Blocks 3, Signal Blocks, Automations, Heavy Industry, Warfare 2, Decorative Blocks, Wasteland, and Frostbite DLCs. And what are you getting with this? Well, you're getting this bad boy. Now, this is a nifty little ship. And we're going to go over this because Grexion's done some cool stuff with it. As usual, there's some pretty interesting things that have been done with this ship. It works as a Corvette. I'm just going to say this right now. It works specifically as you would want a Corvette to work. It is a fast-moving, multi-atmosphere, kind of an anti-fighter / can threaten ships of similar, can take on ships of similar size and threaten larger ships kind of vessel. It's not overly powered, but it has the ability to do a lot of really cool things. So on the front of the ship, you will automatically notice we have a giant artillery gun. This is the primary main weapon of this particular Corvette. And having one of these, you have about the range of an rail gun. This is probably next to player-made missiles. This is the maximum range weapon you're going to be able to apply, and you have one of them. So it's not terribly overpowered, but it has the ability to threaten another ship. We have this nice bow effect here, which I wonder what would happen if we took one of these ships and put it on a planet using the water mod. Because I think these ships would probably, the way Grexion makes his ships, they look like they could just land right on the water. And you get going. Kind of like, what is the ship? I can't remember the name of the ship in Cowboy Bebop. It escapes me right now. Someone tell me in the comment section. But continuing on with the armament, we have 4, at least what it looks like, 4, yeah. We have 4 Gatling gun turrets, which will be able to defend you, and they're very nicely spaced too. We have them in very good spacing. You can see there, 2 in the back, 2 in the front, so we can put more firepower downrange than we can to the sides or behind. We can also put a lot of firepower up top where we are most vulnerable. One of the things you'll notice about the ship, and I really like this when people do it, is the ship is thinner profile on one side than it is up at the top, and that thinner profile also works here at the bow section of the ship. We're looking straight down it. This means that it's going to be much harder to hit, so the areas where you're much harder to hit, you tend to put less firepower, and the moments where you are most threatened, i.e. if someone's trying to do a bombing run on your ship, you want as many guns to be pointing at them as possible. On each side, we have a series of artillery, or not artillery, my bad. We have a series of 4 assault cannon turrets, and these are for probably passing by, smacking another ship, and just hitting it with some more rapid follow-up firepower. Gives this Corvette the ability to really threaten ships that are smaller than it or of similar size. So it's got the firepower to be a threat, and take some snipe shots at larger ships. But it also has the firepower to match ships its size, and it can bully ships that are smaller. On each side, you'll see here we have this nice little connector, so the ship can connect right up to the station. We've got these nice thruster packs in the back, and these are really cool thrusters. I'm gonna have to take some of these at some point and use them. Grexion really does some cool stuff with thrusters, and so here we are once again. He is doing that. Also has an oxygen generator here in the back, so you can generate. And a nice little landing pad up top, so we can put a drop ship, shuttlecraft, or maybe a fighter that can jump off and engage. Just a really cool ship that if you were to apply it to Grexion's nice little light carrier, it would complement it perfectly. Heading down here to the bottom of the ship, it's not as impressive. Like I said, this ship seems like it would be able to just land right on the water, and you wouldn't want a whole lot of things underneath it to interfere with that. We do have some landing gear so the ship can land and conduct missions and whatnot on the ground. Before we get going in here, one of the things I wanted to look at is we have a stair system, and we have this nice flat platform up here that we can walk around on top of the ship, do some things, and then eventually go back in. Also, a nice use of the armor block, the blast door blocks right here. This is a very cool use of it, you know, trying to take that flat space and just sink it in there and give a little bit more texture to it, which works absolutely beautiful. But yeah, we also have a ladder over here for the artillery cannon, so that the main gun, someone can run over here real quick and just operate on the main gun and then not have to use the jetpack to fly around. So, continuing on with the tour, we're going to go inside the ship here. We're going to go in through the back hatch, which is where everything is located. And we're just going to push this nice little button here. Go straight in. And this is a primary hangar for like a shuttle. Probably put a regular size shuttle. I think we could probably fit a fighter in here. One of the, let me think. One of the Sabres could fit in here real easily. Nice little hangar, very simple, very elegant. So it doesn't have to have too many frills. It's just gotta do its job, just like it needs to. Continuing forward, we're gonna go in here. We have this nifty use of, as I get past the door here, we have this nifty use of the stairs. Yes, they will work like this. It's very steep, and it seems counterintuitive, but it does give the ship an interesting look, and you can just walk right up to it and just go right up. So coming in here, we go right into the lounge area. We have a nice little table here. Our gravity generator is just right there where we need it. We have the nice little LCD screen going through Space Engineers promotional material, full kitchen, and a vending machine. So you and your crew can operate. You're able to run a fairly decent-sized crew in one of these. Continuing on, we go into the barracks area. We have a survival kit here ready, and over here I believe we've got a bathroom. Yes, we've got a full shower and bathroom, and extra points for turning the shower in such a way where you have privacy even if the door is open. Very nice, very nice. We have seating up here for up to 8 and access to our jump drive right here. Even have a control panel we can access at that point, so we can check out our system and make it work. But yeah, you've got enough space here for 8 extra crew members, plus I think 3 upstairs. Well, we'll continue on. Continuing, we go in here, which is primary engineering. And this has got some pretty cool features in here. We've got our computer storage area, which are server room running most of our scripts. We also have a nice little chair here. Probably our secondary. I want to say this may be a secondary. Let's see. Let's see if it is. No, it's not. So this is just here for controlling this and running this LCD right here. That'll probably telling us all the panels and everything, what we have, what we don't have. You can also see down in here through this glass panel block right here, so we can see the shuttle inside, watch it. We've got lots of storage in here. We've got several cargo containers that we can access. We've got several shelves with extra materials. We have another cargo container on this side. I'm not sure what this is for. We've got some buttons we can operate. We also got access to a lot of our systems. We have access to a couple of hydrogen tanks on either side. We have the ability to access our gyros, which are very important. Over here we also have this LCD screen over here, or control panel, for environmental controls. 1 is for the air vents, 2 toggles the generator, and 3 toggles your tank stockpile. And when you're over here working on this, turn this on. That generator powering up like that to provide extra power to the ship, that's just amazing. Just if you need that extra jolt of juice. Heading on up here, we're going to head on up and take a look at the inside cockpit. Now we have a double airlock which lets us out to the hangar bay outside. We have 2 equipment racks right here just to give people the equipment they need. We also have an LCD screen here. This is not a cockpit per se. It's just an extra seat for people on top. We've got a nice little holographic screen here, a projector block, which will project things up. This is kind of like a mission / planning room, so you can see the ships that you want. If you've got the stuff you want to do like a storyboard here, you could have this section of the ship where all the players get together and they're like, okay, yeah, this is the plan, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fix all that, save the princess, and destroy the Death Star, all the good stuff. We have a first officer who has weapon control and docking hangar, which is very cool. We also have a jump officer, which controls jump drive. Very, very nifty. Let's see what these guys have in their repertoires. So we have the ability with the weapons officer to control all the guns. We can determine whether we attack weapons, power systems, defaulted to everything, or propulsion. I believe we can do that with all of them. Yeah, so all of them can do that. Page 2, we got some other stuff. We got all of our airlocks and the ability to control the docking bay, so we can send out our shuttle whenever we need to. And that's about it for the docking bay guy. Wrong button there, sorry. Heading over to here, we have Jump Officer, and the Jump Officer can do several things. I believe we've got the ability to charge, whether we can increase the charge rate or not. We have the ability to jump, and that appears to be it. Jump Officer. And now for the main coup de grace, we have Captain of the ship, who can control all weapons, airlocks, as well as parachutes, apparently. Can turn the hydrogen thrusters on and off, and can turn almost every system in the ship can be operated from here. We have about, what is this, 4 pages where you can access, and apparently this ship also has an assembler and a basic refinery, so you have the ability to run a refinery as well, and we've got a laser antenna as well. So continuing forward, let's just take this thing and go for it. Also, before we continue, sorry if I sound a little subdued right now. I'm doing this late at night, so trying to keep the family from disturbing them too much. Kind of has a white base feel to this ship, and if we hit the thrusters right here, we can see we have a nice solid thrust to weight ratio. This thing can get to speed pretty quickly, and it handles like a ship. I mean, it's not as fast as I'd like to, but it handles kind of like a Corvette should handle. It's not supposed to be too quick, too fast. Has a great roll capability, so you can maneuver this ship if you're coming under attack. It will roll pretty quick, go to 100 in just a few seconds, and slowing down just as efficiently. We appear to have some internalized thrusters as well, which is nice. It's nice to see some internalized thrusters just to make the ship look a little bit more impressive, as it were. Big fan of internalized thrusters. But yeah, that. See if I remember. I completely forgot what this thing was called. It's now the Visby. It's a weird name. It's a very odd name. Visby class, or Visby class Corvette F-3B. Y'all see this. Some of you on the Discord saw this ship and were alerted that it was on the front page. I got the alert, took a look at it, and said, hey, you know what, let's take this thing and take it for a test drive. Once again, thank you to Grexion for making us such an awesome looking ship. It is amazing. This thing, the ships that he is running, he is building his own type of fleet. And that he's got some pretty cool looking ships that he can build and bring, that he can just build up and bring into the whole fight. It seems like he's getting an entire fleet together, and so far it's looking really good. It's looking really great. I'm gonna have to check more of his ships out. Anyway, folks, if you like the Visby and you want to check it out, link to it will be in the description. You can go check it out yourself. There's also Grexion has put it up on the Discord. You guys can check it out as well. It's also on the front page of the channel as of let's see, what is today? It is there as of February 14th. It is on the front of the page, so if you are seeing this in the future, sorry, it has moved. But hey, I have, like I said, there is a link to it down in the description. Do check it out and give Grexion a thumbs up, and tell him in the comment section of his workshop page how cool the ship is, what you liked, what you didn't like. He does want some feedback on the ship so he can improve his designs like everyone should. Anyway, I am Badger Wild saying stay safe, stay frosty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.